In the second book, God introduces himself, not as an idea, but as movement. Exodus doesn't begin with theology, it begins with pressure, with bricks, with bodies bent beneath systems that profit when names are forgotten. Pharaoh does not know Joseph. That's how oppression always starts. When memory is erased and people become labor instead of legacy. And God hears not just the prayers, the groans. Before Sinai, before commandments, before law, there is listening. God responds with fire in a bush that burns without being consumed, because liberation is holy and resistance does not destroy what God inhabits. Moses asks, "Who sent me?" And God says, "I am." Not I was, not I will be, I am. Present tense power stepping straight into suffering. And God does not free Israel quietly. He interrupts economies, exposes false gods, turns rivers into sermons. Because freedom always reveals what was built on captivity. The sea splits, not for spectacle, but for escape. And hear this clearly, God makes a way before God makes a judgment. Freedom is not clean, it is wet feet, shaking hands, looking backward while walking forward. And once free, Israel asked the most human question ever spoken: was Egypt really that bad? Because slavery with structure often feels safer than freedom with uncertainty. Now fast forward, second book again, New Testament. Mark does not open with a cradle, no genealogy, no angels. Mark opens with a voice crying in the wilderness. Because before good news can be heard, the ground must be disturbed. John sounds like Moses, rough, unpolished, standing between systems and souls. Then Jesus appears, not in a palace, not in Rome, not at the top of religion. He comes from Nazareth, code for nothing impressive lives here. The heavens tear open, not gently, they rip. Same God, same urgency. Jesus steps into the water, the Spirit descends, because this liberation will look different. No plagues, no staff, no sea. This time, freedom walks on feet and speaks in parables. Jesus goes straight into the wilderness, because Exodus always comes before ministry. The wilderness is not punishment, it is preparation.